Welcome back, wrestling fans, and welcome back to Waynesider, where tonight's Raw reminded us that wrestling is never just about matches. It's about history, loyalty, and the complex, often unseen forces that shape the very foundation of WWE. The arena was electric from the first moment, yet beneath the surface buzz of excitement, a subtle tension hung in the air. Every glance backstage, every whisper, carried the weight of something larger than championship belts or victories. At the center of the night stood Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. His presence commands attention, his aura shapes the narrative, and his history with the Bloodline continues to define what dominance looks like in WWE. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. Reigns has carried the family's legacy for years. Every match, every promo, and every segment builds not just a storyline, but a dynasty. Yet behind the accolades, there has always been pressure that is rarely visible to the fans in the crowd. The Bloodline's strength has never been just in numbers or titles. It's in control, loyalty, and a shared understanding that family comes first. But even the strongest empires can harbor cracks beneath the surface. Silent resentment has lingered for months, a tension that has been growing in subtle ways, hesitation in moments of support, fleeting expressions of doubt, and quiet whispers backstage that fans rarely see. Bronson Reed emerged tonight as the challenger, bringing raw power and unrelenting determination to the forefront. His presence is more than a test of skill, it is a challenge to the very authority Roman represents. The build-up to Clash in Paris was palpable. Every stare down, every confrontation, carried the weight of history. Reigns versus Reed is not just a match, it is a collision of power, pride, and unresolved tensions. Reed's defiance is a reminder that no dynasty, no matter how dominant, is untouchable. He embodies the possibility that even the most established rulers can be challenged by those who refuse to submit. For Reigns, the pressure is immense. Every move is scrutinized, every decision is magnified, and the expectation that he must maintain control both in and out of the ring is unrelenting. The audience feels it too. Fans sense that tonight is more than a segment. It is a preview of a moment that could define the Bloodline for years to come, for better or worse. The subtle glances among family members tell a story in themselves. Loyalty is being tested in ways that go beyond physical contests. The tribal chief must navigate not only opponents but the fragile balance within his own ranks. Halfway through Raw, the tension reached a shocking climax. A violent confrontation erupted, as one of Roman's allies attacked unexpectedly, shaking the foundation of the Bloodline and leaving the WWE Universe in disbelief. The brawl was intense. Chairs crashed, bodies collided, and the aura of invincibility that has always surrounded Roman Reigns was fractured in an instant. Fans witnessed history as the cracks in the family became impossible to ignore. This attack was more than a physical altercation. It was a statement, a culmination of silent resentment, pressure, and unspoken doubts that have been building for months. Backstage, whispers confirmed the magnitude of the event. Some suggest this was planned as a way to challenge Roman's authority. Others believe it was a spontaneous eruption of frustration, a spark long waiting to ignite. The implications for Clash in Paris are enormous. Reigns now faces not just Bronson Reed in the ring, but a family whose loyalty has been tested in front of the world. Every match, every interference, every glance could alter the outcome. The aftermath of the attack left Roman standing, yet shaken. The invincibility of the Bloodline has been called into question, and the family dynamics are now under scrutiny. What was once a united front now shows visible fractures. Fans watching understand that what unfolded tonight is more than a storyline. It is history in motion, a legacy being tested, and a dynasty facing a crisis from within. Bronson Reed's challenge now carries added significance. The match in Paris is no longer just about titles or prestige. It is about power, family, and whether the foundations of the Bloodline can endure under scrutiny. The whispers backstage hint at deeper tensions yet to surface. The balance of authority, the measure of loyalty, and the potential for further rebellion are all elements that could shape not only the event but the WWE landscape for months to come. As Raw concluded, the emotional weight of the night lingered. Roman Reigns may be the tribal chief, but even he cannot ignore the fractures that now define his empire. Alliances are tenuous, trust is fragile, and the path ahead is uncertain. Tonight reminded us that wrestling is more than titles and matches. It is a story of blood, trust, betrayal, and the high cost of power. The Bloodline is strong, but even strong families can break. In the end, as fans reflect on this night, we are reminded that loyalty can be fragile, trust can be shattered, and even the deepest bonds of blood may be tested beyond repair. The true legacy of the bloodline is still being written, and Paris may be the chapter that changes everything.